Yo internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. What has been the most amazing thing that has happened in the Naruto series? Well, most likely I don't really feel like I missed about 3 episodes of them Shikamaru thing, so I'm just gonna pack them all into one video because again, actually looking at the entirety of it, I can probably sum up every single episode in probably about a sentence or so, which that basically looking at episode 491. 491 was basically the whole thing of them executing the plan to rescue Sai, in which that Sai was already turned and then they got captured. That's basically the whole setup of that. I mean, like, I can go deeper into that, but that's basically the setup of 491. Okay, 492 was actually them getting captured and then Shikamaru finding out, wait a second, this dude that I'm fighting, surprisingly enough, is the fact that like he uses these flowers to actually amplify his chakra brain control shit. Because literally this guy has a talk no jutsu. He puts chakra in his tongue and uses that to kind of influence people and shit. And he uses those flowers to probably like amplify it. And he's already taken over Soku and everybody else as well. So Shikamaru's whole mission in 492 is basically get to this guy, figure out some things, and basically calm down and say, well, yeah, I'm a competent ninja. I actually like 491 because that one actually did kind of make Shikamaru kind of come into his own. And then they squashed it all at the end because he got taken out by Sai, Soku, and that other dude whose name I keep forgetting, the guy who fucking controls chakra. And that's basically what happened there. Until basically Ino, Choji, and of course Temari, they all show up to help him. And the final episode, this case 493, well, 493 was, in so many words, it kind of proves something to me, which is that if Naruto and Sasuke, if they're not in this series, they really don't know how to handle too many of the other characters per se. Because again, with the fights between Choji and Ino and Temari, it's obvious that they haven't really been training as much as they should, which is crazy. Even though that this is the land of peace, you would think that they would still. That they still have to go on missions because again, that's still their job. Their job is still to be ninjas, like even if there's peace. You know, I mean, like you still gotta escort people. I mean, like crime doesn't just go away and shit. And the most interesting thing about this entire arc is the fact that they keep talking about fucking feudal lords, which is something that I didn't think was even important in Naruto because again, the show, as so many people have been telling me, the show is called Naruto. That's bothering me. The show is called Naruto. Nobody really gives a fuck about like feudal lords or whoever the fuck is coming out, like who's coming from off the side. So that's already a thing that was kind of getting me as to why they don't. Well, why they do, why they don't train in the series. But I mean, like for us the viewer, but for the world, it's like you still have crime and stuff to worry about. So you still gotta be ninjas. But looking at their fights though, it's like Temari's when they were fighting Soku. I guess she was in a diplomatic job same as Shikamaru. Ino used her mind transfer, like her jutsu to take over minds and shit to basically get Sai to fall in love with her in so many ways. And Choji just knocked the fuck out of what's his name until he was right. The weird thing about their little thing there in relation to Shikamaru was that Shikamaru's shit was just kind of crazy because it's like this guy's using every facet of his jutsu to take over Shikamaru's brain, but like the thing that's stopping him is a hallucination of Naruto standing in front of a gate looking at him, smiling and saying ramen. I don't know how that's stopping mind control, but God, man, like that is some out of the way shit, I swear. And also the crazier thing too is that they are really building, I think probably the Shadow Possession Jutsu is by far the most useful situational ninja ability. Because when he first used it, well, we already know how Shadow Possession works, okay? If you have light, it works. But then when they punched holes like in the walls, well, now he can do super shadow clones, say super realistic shadow clones and shit, and jump through them like doing like some mini Naruto shit. And in the end of all that, it's like, wait a second, he also making use Asuma's like little chakra blade and shit and chop through things. For Shikamaru, I kind of wish that he could just do shadow possession whenever in the fuck he wanted. Because like when it's based on light and shit and it's you manipulating your shadow or other shadows, it kind of, I mean, like, you would think that it's just shadow manipulation, which that you could just, like, regardless of how much light there is or how much or how little light there is, that he could just control shadows. But, you know, that's just me talking, you know. But either way, this one ends, man, with them kind of shipping, like, some more of the characters of them saying, well, yeah, ever since day one, Tamari and Shikamaru, that they're gonna get together, and they actually kind of used their little moment earlier, as I said, to ship Sai and Ino. I almost said Shino, god damn it. But either way, that is where this one ends. Shikamaru's story was actually pretty nice, but the process with it though was the fact that since we don't really see too much of Shikamaru anyway, and we know full well who Sasuke is, who Naruto is, I think that's basically the reason, man, why they kind of had a hard-ass time actually making the story for him. But that's what I gotta say about that. Tell me what do you think about this down there in the comment section. Catch you on the next John Graves show. Keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.